All right, great. Thanks a lot, Brett. By the way, that's Brett Benjamin. I don't know if you introduced yourself, but I just did it. He's chief negotiator for this round, like he was for the last round. And pressure's on, big guy. I know you can come through again with a great contract. It's great to see you all. I'll echo what my brother from University at Albany just said. It's really impressive to see so many of you joining because I know everybody's busy. We've opened this opportunity for you to hear from Brett and me about where we're going in terms of negotiations in kind of a general sense. We can't talk about the particulars of our demands. Those won't be available to members until we sit down officially with the state's team tomorrow. Okay. But first and foremost, kudos to you for standing with us. So many of you took part in the town halls, the chapter meetings that were virtual. There were a couple that were hybrid, but going the route of virtual meetings has just been tremendous in terms of getting information from all of you and putting together the demands that we're taking to the table to negotiate with the state. But all of that activity that the governor's office was aware of. I was in constant contact with the governor's staff, letting them know that we were preparing, that we were ready, that we wanted to hit the table early, well before the time when our contract expires. By the way, it expires on June 30th. Okay. And that we wanted to work hard and get the best possible contract done before this contract expires. We haven't done that, certainly in my memory. And all of the pressure that was put on, yeah, individually, but also by the work you were doing, by the work that our great negotiations team, I'm going to introduce them in a second, has done over the past few months. Folks, we're going to the table literally with language for the contract. Language is usually written as the process goes on, not this time. Okay. We are going in absolutely, completely prepared as never before with the stated intention. And that's what I told the governor when I met with her at the end of October. I said, Governor, we're ready to go. And we're going to be serious about bargaining. We're not just coming in with fluff and uncertainty. We're going to come in with language. We're going to come in with specific demands that address concerns that you all have raised, whether it's through the survey or through those campus meetings, the virtual ones I just talked about. And then the negotiations committee, where chapter leaders came in and worked with the team to approve the document that is our demands going forward. All of that was the pressure that was needed to get to the governor and to get us this very early negotiating date of tomorrow. And so thanks to all of you. With that, thanks. I got to say something else, though. This is a really pressure-packed environment that we're going to the table in, okay? I don't need to spend a lot of time talking about what's happening nationally. You're all aware, okay? You're on today, which means you pay attention to what's happening in the world and in terms of what we're up against. Higher education, unions, we got bullseyes on our backs, thanks to the regime in Washington, D.C. But we have survived the last year. In fact, we've been successful in a number of fights back against what's been happening. But at the same time, looming in the distance is the big budget cuts that will hit us a year from now because of the big beautiful act bill, whatever. I just call it the big ugly. That thing is going to hit New York real hard. And so it's imperative for us. And I told the governor, I said, we want to get to the table. We want a great contract done well before any kind of big economic hit comes to New York State. And the other thing is we want a contract that has long duration. We want to be protected from the worst of the storm that could hit us. Now, a lot of that's going to depend on all the time and the energy that I'm going to put into this, that Brett's going to put into it, and the entire team. But the only way we succeed, okay, is if when we call on you, when we say we've got to have a postcard campaign or we've got to have informational picketing, whatever the case may be, we need all y'all to step up with yourself. Let's see, we've got almost 500 people on, okay? Meaning you and 10 of your best friends, okay? get those kind of numbers in a response to bring about real pressure on the governor to get the kind of deal we need. Again, don't have to get into the national stuff now, but pay attention to what's happening. I mean, how could you not? What's happening in Minnesota? Tragedies there, terrible tragedies. But at the same time, people are organized, people are hitting the streets in bitter cold, and their numbers and their strength is having an effect. That's the parallel we need to do here when we're fighting for our contract. We don't get a contract because the governor likes us or is generous. The only thing that matters in contract negotiations is power, political power. Now, we've got some. We've been very successful in the budget over the last few years because of the hard work that goes into advocacy. And we also have a political action committee. All of you all who are donating to Vote Cope, please give more. If you're not, we need you to contribute, especially this year in an election year. We're doing a lot of contributions to political leaders in New York State of both parties. What's most important is for them to know we have the power. We're going to use it to get what we need for each other. That's what unions are all about. And speaking of doing things for others as opposed for themselves, I want to introduce our incredible negotiations team. It's a mix of veterans who've been around for a few contract bargaining sessions and years, and then some new folks. We try to bring in new folks, bring them along so that we get new ideas, new perspectives. So as I introduce the team members, I would like you to, if you can, I hope that the technology works. Whoever is behind the scenes, when I call out the individual's name, it might take a second or two. Unmute that person's microphone so that everybody here can see and hear from the team member. Just tell us where you're from in terms of your home campus, your home chapter, okay? And we'll go with that, okay? So with that, I'm going to start, even though I already introduced him. I'm going to start with our chief negotiator. This is basically his third go-round on the team and basically the third time he's been serving as chief negotiator. So Bret, go ahead, introduce yourself, where you're from.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm from the University of Albany, and I'm super pleased to be chief negotiator on this round. Looking forward to getting to the bargaining table.
Thanks a lot, man. Next, every team has a major staff member from UUP or NICET, who basically is the legal contractual advisor, negotiations advisor for the team. And this time around, the individual who's going to serve in that role is NICET, our state affiliate, New York State United Teachers. NICET's director of LRS staff. Those of you who know your chapter, our campuses, chapters LRS, this guy is their boss. And he's got a lot of experience in negotiating contracts, and he's got a lot of energy and wants to get to work on this one for UUP. He's been with us in this role for a little over a year now, and that's Jeremy Ginsburg. Jeremy, if Jeremy can be unmuted and say hello to the folks, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Really excited to be working alongside Bret, Fred, and the rest of the team. We're ready to bargain. So yeah, I'll pass it along.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Next in line. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Fred Kowal. My home chapter is Cobleskill, where dating myself severely. Jeremy, it's the last time I'm doing this. I worked with Jeremy's dad. He was on faculty at Albany. At Cobleskill. Anyways, good guy. We had some excellent successes along the way, and looking for more with his help. Okay, now to the volunteers. Okay, we've got some other staff members I'll mention at the end, but first, Raditha Abrahams-Nichols, who has worked incredibly hard on behalf of our colleagues at a important facility down in one of the most important borough of New York City. Raditha, if you can tell the world where you're from, why don't you go ahead? She's not here? No? Okay. She is not. Brooklyn. Thank you. Thank you, Nakia. So Raditha's not on right now. pass to next, and I know you're on. I saw you already. Solomon Ayo. Solomon, there he is. He's waving. He's in a vehicle. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. This is Solomon Ayo. I'm from Farmingdale State College, and it's a great honor to serve with all the people on the negotiation team. And I'm on my way to Albany right now. That's why I can't look in the camera because I have to face the road for the meeting tomorrow. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you very much, Solomon. Drive safe. Next, someone also who is new to the negotiations team, Abigail Cook. Abigail, go ahead, introduce yourself. Go ahead. There you go.
There we go. Thank you. I'm Abigail Cook. I'm a professor at University at Buffalo, and I'm on Amtrak, also going to Albany. So see you all there.
All right, excellent. Safe travels. Next, someone who's been on several teams, real powerhouse in terms of ideas and moving the negotiation process forward. Someone I've enjoyed working with for a while now, a great unionist, great union activist, Jen Drake. Jen? Just a second. No, Jen? Jen is from Cortland. So, okay. All right. I'm getting text messages, but I got to keep going anyway. Next up, I know you're on because I've been looking at your face. Mike Green, hopefully you can be unmuted and tell us where you're from. Oh, not unmuted.
From Utica.
There you go.
And I know I'm here.
Yeah.
So getting ready to travel to Albany here after the meeting.
Okay, excellent. Mike is at Poly if you missed that, and on his way in. So good. Thank you. One of the things we try to do is have, for those of you who don't know, roughly 1/3 of our membership in UUP work at SUNY's hospitals. I mentioned Raditha early on, and we've got several members of the team who work at the hospitals because we negotiate for physicians, for nurses, for technical folks, and basically cover almost every area of the hospital. And so we are, much as a higher ed union, we're also a healthcare union. So with that, Mindy Heath, Mindy, if you are on, if you can unmute and tell the world where you are from, and also if you are on your way in. Mindy Heath. There she is.
There we go. I did not have the power to unmute myself. However, so I'm Mindy Heath. I'm from Upstate Medical University, my second round of negotiations, and really looking forward to working with this team and trying to get us a good and on-time contract. Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks, Mindy. Travel safe. Next up, actually, she is at the meeting in optometry, if I read that one. Yeah. Alyssa Carl, our statewide vice president for academics, who is from Brockport, and this is her first team. But she's down at optometry where they're having a watch party. So cool. Next up, someone who I know, because she's right down the hall here. I know she's on, and she's here in the office. Our vice president for professionals statewide, Carolyn Kuby. Carolyn, you will be unmuted. That's how this thing works. And tell the world where you're from.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Kuby. I come from Stony Brook HSE campus. This is my fourth team, and I'm very excited to get to the table and get the work done and get us a good contract.
Great. Excellent. Thank you, Carolyn. Next up, Aaron Major. Aaron. Don't see him? Okay. Aaron's also from Albany. He's probably at the gathering at the campus. because they got a gathering going on there too. Um, Pamela Malone, I think, is having technical issues, but she is on a team. This might be her fourth team as well, and very strong union activist. Comes from Empire State University and was a chapter president there for a long time. Serves on our statewide executive board as well, and the NYSUT board of directors. Next up, Brendan McGovern. Brendan, if you're on, please get yourself unmuted and tell us where you're from. Don't see him. Okay, he might be en route as well. So Brendan McGovern is from Binghamton, and he's a professional chapter president down there. Next up, another chapter president, this time from the North Country, Stephanie Petkovic. Stephanie, if you can be unmuted and say specifically what chapter you're from in the North Country. Say again, Lynn? No? Okay. All right. I think there's a lot of people traveling. Stephanie is a chapter president at Canton. Next up, Jackie Pitsley from, I think this is your second team, Jackie. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you can be unmuted, if you're on. No, Jackie. Okay. My executive assistant, Lynn Alderman, is helping me out. She's looking at all the thumbnails so she can tell me who's in. Next guy I know is on because I saw him early. Yes, Jackie is from Cortland. Thanks. Bill Tusang. Unmute Mr. Tusang, please. There he is. Still not unmuted. I see him. He's waving. There you go.
Hi, everyone. Bill Tusang from Cobleskill. This is my third negotiations team. Looking very forward to getting this one underway. And thanks for all your support.
Great. Thanks a lot, Bill. So very diverse team, as you can tell, in terms of backgrounds and where folks are from. And we also have staff members who are assisting with negotiations. I'll say this, I identify these folks, but there are a lot of others who day in and day out do work because really nothing is more important than negotiating a contract for our members and then implementing it and enforcing it. That's the central purpose of a union, collectively bargaining. Mary Tabor, our director of research, has been working with the team right from the start, as she has for the last couple teams as our director of research, along with Alex Hammerstein, who works with Mary in our research department, Shane Brownwell, Tina Duquette, at times, Laura Marino. There have been others too. We all work together on this, as I said, most important thing that we do. So you've met the team more or less. Sorry, it's a little bumpy there, but the negotiations process is going to go way smoother. Jeremy and Bret have already told me about that. What I'd like to do, though, is give you a little bit more information. And for that, I'm going to turn it back over to Bret Benjamin so that he can fill you in on a little bit more information on what we're going to be doing starting tomorrow when we hit the table. So, Bret, go ahead.
Thank you, Fred. Thanks, everybody. As Fred said, we are going to be as communicative as possible with all of you about exactly what we're bringing to the table. And after we've met with the state tomorrow, we're going to publish our full list of conceptual proposals, which provides details about everything we're bringing to the table. But I just want to say right now that we've been working really hard to prepare. As Fred said, we're going to come in with a set of really developed proposals that have already taken into account the amazing feedback that all of you have given. We're bringing to the table, of course, concerns around money and compensation. We want to make sure that our members are making real wages that reflect the increasing costs of living. We want to make sure that we're bringing unit-specific compensation packages to the table. That means those people who are working at our hospitals and HSCs have a set of provisions around residents, around on-call pay, around a range of things that our hospital members most directly benefit. We're going to bringing those. We're going to be bringing bringing proposals for our academics, for our professionals, for our contingents. Absolutely. We have a really strong emphasis on job security in this round. We want to expand access to permanency. That's for our professionals, for our contingent faculty as well. We're going to be trying to press for strengthening our retrenchment language. We know that a number of our campuses have been under financial distress. We want to make sure that permanency means real job protections for our members. That's a crucial question for us. Health benefits are always on the table when we bargain. We want to make sure that we are bringing affordable and accessible healthcare. We have an amazing Empire plan. We want to continue to expand it. We want to make it more accessible for all of our members. We're bringing some new kinds of proposals as well. We're trying to think about ways in which the current political climate affects our membership. So we're going to be bringing proposals on artificial intelligence. We're going to be bringing proposals around trying to ensure that federal overreach around grant funding, around external funding of higher ed and healthcare and so forth doesn't affect our members. Our professionals have made it really clear that remote work, that pathways to career ladders, promotional opportunities, salary increases are crucial. These are the kinds of things that we're going to be bringing to the state. We have a really focused set of demands. We've done a lot of work, way more work than in the previous rounds that I have been involved in the preparation stage of getting us to bargaining ready proposals from day one. But taken as a whole, these are ambitious, transformative set of proposals that when we are able to achieve them are going to really change the work lives of our members here at UUP. So we're excited about the opportunity to get these in front of the state and try to make some real gains for our members. I don't want to make this a long call. I'm thrilled that we've got 500 people on the call and we have several hundred others who are watching in these various parties. I thought I would take a second to turn to some of our colleagues and just, at Albany, there's an executive committee meeting happening. My colleagues, my own home institution there at Albany, Paul, are you able to jump on? You're muted, Paul. Shane, can we unmute Paul, Stacy?
There you go.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. This is really weird.
Yeah, it is.
Are we ready to bargain, Albany?
I love technology, as everybody knows. So this is my favorite thing. There's a nice lag in my voice. I can hear myself in the room and from you. But this is awesome. We are so happy to be going to the table. I don't think, in my memory at least, we've ever gotten to the table before the contract has expired. So that's great news. I love that we're getting there. Potentially in time to put some pressure on the governor, potentially in time to avoid some of the worst bullshit coming down from Trump and all of that nonsense. So, we're just here to support you all. I don't want to waste everyone's time, but I thought perhaps we could do a quick, what do we want? A fair contract. When do we want it? Now. So, are we ready? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it?
All right. Well, nothing like
good work, Paul.
A chance to get us all going. But thank you, Paul. Thank you, colleagues at Albany. How about our colleagues at Buff State? They've got a general membership meeting. They've got several hundred people there in the room with them. Lisa Marie, are you able to unmute and jump on? I'm not hearing you, Lisa Marie. Are you?
I see a packed room.
I see a packed room too. I tell you what, let's pause for a second. Hey, Saquon, are you guys at optometry able to say hi? I see them clapping too. All this to say, We've got members excited. We're ready to get all of you into motion. We're going to be doing more of these Zoom calls. We're going to be doing contract actions. We're going to be having a real campaign. You know, in order to get to the contract that we want, we need all of our members engaged, ready, moving together to push for the demands that we're bringing to the table. So expect, you know, ongoing communication, ongoing efforts, asking all of you to show up. As Fred said, you and all your friends, bring them to the table. Let's get everybody moving. Can we unmute Jude Jayatalecki from Buffalo State? He can do the audio for our folks at Buff State.
All right, we're live. Go Buffalo!
Are you there, Jude? We can't hear you.
For them done. Oh, here we go.
All right.
All right, let's go Buff State.
Excellent. We got 200 members at Buff State who are always ready to put pressure on the governor on making our union as strong as it possibly can be. It's great to have everybody there. Thanks for showing up. We're going to keep this meeting short. Don't want to go too long, but I tell you what, let's have a little bit of chat fun. I'm always the one complaining in these Zoom meetings, like, don't put it in the chat because I can't keep up with it. But today, I don't want to keep up with it. I want everyone to type in, what demand do you want to bring to the table? What's your top demand? Give me number one on your list, and let's see this chat start flying with the set of concerns that our members need coming up right now. I love it. Money
is popular.
Security,
money
job
is
security, remote work. I love it. Pathways to permanency, extra service, better
Job
health
security.
benefits, love
Job
for
security.
adjuncts, career pathways. Love it. All of these things are on our list. All of them, we have clear, strong, principled demands that reflect union values, that reflect the needs that our members have said. We're going to be bringing those to the table. We want to make real gains in all of these areas. How about one other thing? The demands are still pouring in, which is great. But when you're done giving demands, how about a few words of encouragement for the team? I want to just echo what Fred said. These folks have been coming to Albany month after month since April, working long hours on their own time, building out this set of proposals. Can I get some folks thanking and offering some words of encouragement for our team members? I really want to stress how much labor and time and care and dedication they put into this process. Give them hell. I love that. Great. It's an enormous pleasure to work with unionists who really walk the walk and who give their time to improve the lives of their coworkers and their institutions. This is the stuff that really makes me proud to be part of UUP and proud to be part of these negotiations teams. Power of numbers. I love that, Natalie. That's the union mode for sure. Collective action and the powers of numbers. All right, Fred, do you want to end us off? Do you want to say some final words in closing?
Yeah, thanks. Tremendous job, Bret, as always, and thanks to all of you. I loved the messages from out in the field, from Buff State, from Albany, and I saw Saquon moving around down at optometry, and then was it Lauren? I think small but mighty at Maritime. 4 people coming together. It's all over. It's great. In these times, when so much of what we value is under attack, nothing is more important. And I saw it pop in the chat just as I was getting started. Nothing is more important than the principle of solidarity forever. That's what we're all about. If we have disagreements, if you are pissed off at what might be happening at negotiations or whatever, direct your emails to me. I'm the president. I'm ultimately responsible for eventually signing a contract. But having said that, if we have disagreements, if you're pissed off or whatever, like I said, you can write to me, you can call, we can talk it out. As long as we remember the central principle of solidarity forever, that we may fight like dogs inside this family, but to the outside world, to the other side of the negotiations table, we're united, stronger than ever before. What we're trying to do here is really totally new and different. We are trying to work as hard as we can, as quickly as we can, to get the best contract possible. This is not going to be easy. We are going to be making demands on you all, as I started with. But I am confident, especially when I look at, the number we hit, 500, and all of the responses we're getting. People are charged up. I know it. I've seen it in so many different ways, in rallies, in protests, in the number of people who have signed up to come in and advocate next month. This union is ready for this battle. And I think with that in mind, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling charged up. And I know the team is too. So we're ready to roll. We know you've got our backs, but that's because we got yours. Going to the table to get the best possible contract and get it done so that we can keep doing the work that we do, which is serving this state and this country. So thank you all. Thanks for joining today. Be strong, be in touch, and please be safe out there and try to stay warm. It's going to get cold again. And yeah, I was going to say something sports related, but I know that Bills fans are still not over it. So I'm not going to say anything about the Buffalo Bills. What I'm going to say is, geez, I hope next year is better for you all. I really do. In the meantime, stay in touch, stay strong, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you down the road.